Training.tv. My name is Margaret. I'll be your broadcast engineer for today. Hope y'all are having a lovely day. Hello, Nick. How are you?
I'm doing good. Hello, everybody.
We're doing a mini series with Nick today. So we are basically taking the intelligent search semantic find, as Nick and Richard and I were talking about this morning in our meeting. AI is one of those things that once you understand it, it's not that complicated, but you really need someone else generally to walk you through to understand it. So we're having a lot of those mini series right now. If you'd like to support the channel, feel free to pick up and buy one of our annual subscription bundles. We greatly appreciate it. There are 100 plus hours of video content, and they allow you to basically learn FileMaker from the ground up and really animated short form video content or short form by being 10 minutes. It's not very long. So you can learn a lot. We cover a huge variety of topics. Also, if you would like to look, if you look at all this, you like FileMaker, you don't necessarily really want to do it yourself, which is understandable, you can hire one of our senior engineers, Nick included. So I think we're good. I think we're probably good. Nick.
Yes.
What are we doing today? You
Okay,
want to
we
share your
do
screen?
AI stuff. Yeah, I'm going to share. We do AI stuff, and I want to clarify a little bit. If I may. Since today is a slow day, let's talk a little bit about AI. We had a discussion this morning about AI during our internal meeting, and it was interesting. And I love when the meeting is interesting. So because I had that give me ideas, and I love it. So but here my thought about AI, which is you understood, you guys, that you follow us for years, and you follow me particularly, that I'm living with AI. I'm doing everything in my entire life, work, personal, or hobby, painting, diets, everything I do with AI. So yeah, I kind of know how to interact and how to use the AI. And of course, I learn the bias, the caveat, the problems, right, that AI could have. And here my thought about AI. I don't know if you guys remember uh, how it was in 1995 to get connected to internet. So you need that. First, you need to download the script file from your modem, and you need to go there, and you need to configure this, and you need to put this, and you need to put this. I mean, well, so we had to do crazy. It wasn't working. It was connected half time. We didn't have the handshake. Okay. So we were that in 1995. Are we doing this right now to connect to the internet? No, we don't. We get connected. We open, it's there. We don't do PPP and modem and what. So it evolved. And now we reach a maturity that we don't even know how we are connected, but we are with 5G. We have Wi-Fi, satellite. I'm using like a satellite connection here. Can you imagine going to the stars, right? And then it's insane how the technology evolved in 50 years, because that's 95. Let's say 30 years. So we are with AI, we are there, right? But we are here using AI. That's why we need all this BS, right? Like we did in the past. So yeah, you are a pioneer. You are when you use AI today, you are a pioneer. You are discovered. You pretty much you are Columbus. Columbus made only mistakes. He wasn't in India, okay? And for example, he named a little, I don't know what the name in English, but he named a little rat, or a pig, which is not, right? And he thought he was on the continent when he was in Cuba. Okay, so he was in an island. So we make mistake. We discover we are pioneers, right? But here's the catch, and this is my thought, my deep thought. AI won't replace you. You will be replaced by a guy who knows how to use AI. That's for sure. That's for sure. Why? Is because you will bill your customer a week of work to do something when I will come with AI and I will bill the customer 2 hours. So I'm going to replace you, whatever what. Efficiency, cost reduction, and speed. So you're out of business, right? So that's why you can't dismiss AI and you can't say, I don't care. Because this is, but I'm not saying that, oh, now I need to do everything with AI. No, I'm not saying this. I'm not saying this, but it's a consultant, it's a partner, it's an assistant. It's like a you need something, both it give you. For example, there's thousands and thousands and thousands of function in the MBS plugin. I'm not going to that website of Eric Schmidt. I'm not going there. AI going there. He was smart enough to let AI goes there and pick up things because sometimes the website are locking AI's or counts and hits. But it was smart enough to let AI hits coming in in his website, and then we could it was smart enough to do that. So then I can just say, hey, go there, and I want to do that. Find me the MBS function, right? Boom. Now we had another conversation this morning about AI, right? So this you need to keep that in mind. You can't dismiss AI, and FileMaker is well aware about this. And I'm happy, right, that they did all what they done. I'm very happy. I'm very surprised that they didn't let us with nothing, right, to with AI. Now you know how to configure your AI account, which is not that complicated, to be honest, right? It's tricky sometimes when you don't know, you have a poor discoverability, which is new in FileMaker, right? I'm going to sneeze. No, okay. Sorry. And so,
Bless you.
yeah, thank you. So, um, the in FileMaker, most of the time, I'm not saying for all, right? Most of the time, you can pretty much tinker like half a day and get a result. Not perfect, maybe slow, but you get something. But here, you get error 5. Oh, I'm good with this, right? Which is the error, the whatever error, right? So, and unless you know, right, well, you can't get anything. So the other conversation we had is about which AI to use, okay? And yeah, I'm feeling like I'm back in the chapel fight. Like I was, all my life, I fought against the wind. All my life. I was FileMaker zealot when everybody was Omnis, 4D, Sybase, which all disappeared. All of them. They all disappeared. And FileMaker is there, right? So I picked the right horse. But I was like dismissed on the side by everybody, all the IT people and stuff like that. Oh, this is BS. This is yeah, it's BS, but my customer gets results when your customer is fighting the file, when my customer is enjoying the file. You understand? So I fought all my life with FileMaker against the wind. I fought all my life. I was Apple Macintosh computers when everybody was PCs and Windows 3.1 and Windows 95 and stuff, when I was enjoying my nice madness on the Power PCs and the Mac OS 9 and Mac OS 8, Classic, Puma, Mac OS 10, and G3 computers and whatever iMacs, the Bondi Blue. So I fought all my life against the wind. And now I'm feeling like again I'm fighting against the wind, right? Which AI to use? Well, let's play a little bit. Do you know that you can use what we call DuckDuckGo for search engine as a search engine? It's okay. It's good. It's a good engine. You have Quant, which is a French European attempt of search engine, which is good. By the way, it's good. I use sometimes when I want something very precise, I'm using Quant. It's nice and secure, much more than Google. Then you have this one. I never really used it, but you have Bing. But if you're honest with yourself, if you're honest, you use Google. You don't use those three. If you're honest with yourself, right? Well, it's the same with AI. You have multiple AI in the world, but you have the mother, right? You have the mother of the AI, which is OpenAI. I'm sorry, guys, but it's the mother of AIs. You can come and argue with me. I try Grok. Grok is good, but if you are upset with the bias of OpenAI, try Grok. There's more than bias. Okay. If you're upset with the bias, or go Gemini, it's insanity. Okay. So the mother of AI is OpenAI, and especially with FileMaker, and I have proof of it. When you go to Claris website, right, and you pick like an AI like this insert embedding font set, okay, which we use, right? We use. Right? So when you go down and you see you have a column here that says OpenAI only. So if you want to use this, it's OpenAI only. This is OpenAI only, right? So you have a lot of things that we say, oh, that OpenAI only, right? So you have plenty of stuff like this. Why? Because Claris obviously doesn't want to be like optimized for every single AI in the world. That's not possible. So they picked one, right? Which is OpenAI, which is the mother of AI. And then, okay, if it's compatible, if this is not compatible with other, but if it's compatible with other, okay, it's okay. You can use it, right? But you have many things only for OpenAI. Okay, so that being said, I understand people in the FileMaker community, they're all in with Claude, all in. It's okay. I let them do. I understand Claude generate more beautiful PDF than OpenAI. Yes, it's true. But I don't care if the PDF looks good if the content of the PDF doesn't look good, okay, I want data, I want power, I want intelligence. I don't want nice, pretty PDF. Yeah, sometimes, Claude generates better PDF, but you can't go like you can go as far you can go with using OpenAI. It's not possible. So I try. I even paid for a month Claude. I try Claude, right? Even with the paid version, like the $100 a month, and it was like, oh, it was saying, oh, I don't know what you talk about. Oh, okay, so no problem. I understand. So I asked OpenAI. And one day he said, "Oh, if you want, you should call, you should try, ChatGPT." He told me this. He told me, "Oh, I don't know, sorry." He was honest. He was honest, because because he couldn't get me the answer. I said, "I want the answer. Give me the answer." He said, "Yeah, I try." I said, "Get me the answer." "Yeah, I'm trying, but I don't get it. So maybe, try another AI." You know, so I perfectly understand you guys want to follow one or two influencer we have in the FileMaker community, right? I respect those choice. Again, I'm feeling like I am fighting against, the chapel. I don't want to enter the war, right? But, you don't need to trust me, right? Trust Claris. OpenAI only. They don't say Claude only or Gemini only, OpenAI. Everything in the AI business in FileMaker, right? It's optimized, tested, and built around OpenAI. So obviously, the best is to use OpenAI, right? So do we have any question on this? Any thought, any reaction?
Any consideration or comments? Uh, Not at the moment. Are we following along, people? Are we like tracking with it, or is it getting too complicated? People are typing.
Yeah. To be honest with you, uh, AI always, when I have a problem, or when I had a problem and I thought and I couldn't find the problem, the OpenAI or ChatGPT always found me the problem. Like yesterday, I had a problem on the scripts, and I was coding a variable with $3, not two, right? I was coding a variable, dollar, 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 $3, and I stayed hours. I couldn't see it, and GPT said, "Hey, Nick, that $3 here immediately." You So, okay, so no reaction. But anyway, that my that my thought. We had also a conversation with Christians, at RCC, which is also advanced developer and using AI intensively, and it's not free. Um, it's not, and as internet was in the 80s, in the 90s. The internet in the 90s was insanely expensive. It was by the minutes. Remember that? It was by the minutes of connection. I remember I made, my parents, they hate me because they had like insane phone bills, you know, because I want to download, the file with BOOBS, right? And and it was taking hours, right? And so yeah, it was insanely expensive. As cell phone at the beginning was insanely expensive. It was by the minute, and you were and you were paying when you were receiving a call. Imagine this. At the beginning, the cell phone, you were paying receiving a call. Right? It was insane. So now we have like $20, $40, I don't know, right? And unlimited and text and data and whatever, right? So be patient. Things come here. Now you are pioneers, you are explorers, okay? We help you get there. We help you pass this new frontier, right? And but don't dismiss, please. Don't do that mistake because, especially as a FileMaker developer, as anything, as anything, I have a hobby, and I'm going to start again that hobby. I'm restoring antique pianos. Okay, so this is a hobby I'm doing, and and with the AI, it's insane what I can do. It's insane. I take a picture immediately. It knows what I have to change. It go to the website and it tell me which part I need to buy, which tool I need to use, and which felt I need to buy. It's insane. Insane with one picture, right? So uh, you can dismiss this or for any work, right? Like a friend of mine is a lawyer, right? He's a family lawyer, and he said, "I'm not using AI." I said, "Okay, so in 5 years you're out of business." He said, "I don't think so." I said, "Yeah, you will be out of business because I don't need you." He said, "Yeah, but AI doesn't work, because it's lying." I said, "Yeah, because the free version is not lying, is assuming, right? So it's making assumptions. It's making like probability. It's saying things that could be right in the free version." And he said official things. He said what the standard. It doesn't go deep. It doesn't have a personal thinking based on your preferences. Then you need to go to the plus plan or the pro plan. If you don't switch to the pro plan, you cannot do anything with FileMaker. Yeah, you can generate me. And even, for example, I have a good example, for you. I wanted issues and repairs. But at the beginning, it was giving me issues and repairs that was nothing to do with the repairs had nothing to do with the issue. The issue said, "Oh, heater produced very little warmth," and they say, "Oh, we changed the wheels." Well, yeah, okay. What the matter? What the connection with. So that was a free version. Then I switched to the pro version, and then he generate 500 records with issues and repairs, right? That matches. Okay. So it took like 9 minutes to generate this. So yeah, unfortunately, I keep saying this because people drop AI because they say, "Oh, it's BS," which I agree. The free version is BS. You don't, you stay small, you stay flat, okay? But once you pay and you unlock, the beast, well, it's quite addictive, to be honest with you. So let me check if we have any question here, and we can continue the discussion. So what I want to do here, I want to show you something. Okay, so this is cool to do a semantic search on one field. For example, I want to do a search on the repair saying AC issues Ford. That's what I search for on the repairs on this field, right? So let's do that. So it gives me the repairs with when it say moderately related, it's okay. It's good. It's 41, which is okay. So I ask for AC issues Ford and repaired refrigerant leak at condenser and replace AC compressor. So yeah, so that related, right? AC issues. But I said Ford, and well, there's no way he can understand that I want a Ford. No way. So we can add in the fields, we can add the repair and the brand in the fields, right? And then when I perform the same semantic search on that field, this is what I get, right? So I get replace leaking low sideline or driver evacuate add start, or because we have issues. AC does not cool because now, okay, I have a. So let's do something here. I went too far. Let's do this. Let's do this. Copy brand. Let's put those two. Okay. So now I'm doing this. And against this, so I have fold and the repairs. So now it replace this flushed, it is the repairs, fold, 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 fold. It put fold first. Okay. Because now it can't make the connection with the brand, right? Remember, it is not a search. It is not. It is a sort by similarities, probabilities, right? And this is a score. And I'm going to show you how we make a score. But first, I want to show you how we connect multiple fields. Okay? So let's say now, I want to add, I want to do a semantic search on issues and repair. Well, I combine issues. I combine brand, issue, and repairs in one field, right? Brand, issue, and repair in one field. Now, I'm running the what's the name? The regeneration of, I forgot to do that, by the way. I'm going to regenerate the index of the keywords of all the meaning possible based on that field. Okay? So I need to generate this. Right. So I'm going to, because I changed the fields, right? So I need to go and say, hey, I have a new field now, this combined. Give me all the meanings you can find, all the index you can find that I can find semantic things with this. Okay? That's what AI is doing right now, right? It's vectoring all the meanings possible, right? So he's doing 3 times because I have 3 fields, right? So each time you do a change on the field, and I forgot, that's why the find wasn't that correct. It will be better now. And each time you do a change on the field, you need to regenerate the index, insert the embedding. Okay. Yes, you need to do it again. Right. So here I added three fields: brands, issues, and repairs. So now the semantic will search on those three fields, right? So let's do it again. AC on Ford, right? So it's quite the same thing. So Ford, but he put the Ford first. Okay. If I change and I say poof, he put Chevrolet on top, right? You understand? Because now I have the brand. Okay. So why we stop there? Why we continue to add meanings to the index, right? So let's add the category, right? So now it's AC heating. So I added that meaning to my combined concatenated field where I'm going to generate the index against that field, right? So I'm doing against this, but let's do only this one because this one I don't need. So now because I added this. So now I'm regenerating the index of meanings based on this new information that I added. I say, okay, I added that is about AC heating. So I'm adding more information. I'm adding better information. Then the AI can make it better, right? Because you add more, right? I don't think it will change a lot here, but uh, combined Chevrolet, yeah, right. But he added cooling system as well, right? Because inside here we were talking about AC. See the semantic. We were talking about AC. We replaced the cooling fan, control module, and relay, confirm that operation with AC. And you know what I mean? So with AC on, and I said AC issues, what about if I say direct? It will change. So now we have a direct issue, not indirect issue. You understand? So the semantic search is for this type of thing, right? So obviously, is not only doing search on words, which is impossible to do a search on words. You can be that accurate and at the same time as, let's say, smooth, right? You bend, you know, when you do a search, which is not a search, right? But you understand what that means, right? So, of course, you can continue. I have here a keyword table. For brakes, I have different keywords, right? I have suspension, I have different keywords, steering, you know. So let's add this, for example, here, why electrical? Oh, why electrical? That weird. I don't have electrical, no. Okay, never mind. But anyway, I can add, you know, my keywords, you know, brand, category, keyword, issue, repairs in one field. So now I can regenerate the embedding against that new combined field, right? But I don't have the progression bar. Yeah, Foxy Jack said OpenAI works. Yeah. I mean, it's the mother. You can tell whatever you want. The others they have niche where they're better, but in general, right? Um, it's the reasoning and the knowledge is way better on the OpenAI, in my opinion. Okay, so now I have on here. Let me here I have you know. So let's say, for example, let's search. I have injector um, problem. Injector replaced on the Chevrolet. Well, injector right here, Chevrolet. All of this, and we have the injectors here. Replace, spark plugin, injection. Right. So yeah, and Chevrolet. See, so yeah, it works very well. So this is, I think for today we're good. I mean, uh, because I don't want to start something else anyway, because I want to show you that what happened behind the scene, right? And
Yes, and it's going to be more of a deep dive.
yeah, it's a deep dive, and maybe I will do like a bigger one tomorrow. Um, there, uh, the problem of this, okay? You can't say, "Oh, I'm going to send like 5 million records to AI, and it's going to do the indexing." No, you can't do that. You need to limit. You can't send your entire database there, right? And there's no coincidence if I use 500 records for my demo. It's because mm, this is the limit. So when you do, like, you want to do a semantic search on something, you need to uh, you know, you need to limit the font set before sending that and do you know what I mean? So for example, if you want to do a search on the Chevrolet, well, limit to the Chevrolet, right? And if you want to do like you want to do like a wheel and Chevrolet, so you limit on this, and then you do a semantic search on this, right? You know what I mean? Don't. That's why you need to have kind of you need to limit the font set you send over there because there's some limits, right? And this is where But we can open, send multiple batches, right? So it's not that easy, unfortunately. Let's say, oh, I have 2 million records, and you say, no, you can send batches. You can have I'm going to show you that tomorrow. I think that would be interesting. When you have say 1,000 of records, you send like the first 500 and then the other 500 and then the other 500. So you limit, you select your found set and then you slice, first batch, second batch. So I'm going to show that tomorrow and how to make that on the server. Yeah, so Signal. No? Okay. So yeah, it's typing. Yeah, so the AI stuff, the semantic search is really powerful. When you want to search like in documents, for example, like
Fine.
this yeah,
Oop,
this
sorry.
repair example also is good. Yeah, go ahead, Launch. Yes.
For anyone listening to audio, I'll just read it out loud. I've tried this
Yeah.
technique
So
yesterday
okay,
using a concatenated field with a bunch of information, and the search came back sad. The thing I was looking for didn't even show up on the list. I'm not sure what happened.
okay. So and that's why we need to, okay. First, okay, I kind of know why, you know. First, you need to make sure when you use this, the model here, you need to use the same here. Here. The model need to be the same. Each time you change your data, you need to perform this. Like I did. If you change the fields, you need to perform the insert embedding inside this and embedding fields. Each time you modify the fields involved, you need to regenerate this. So you cannot and you can't say target field to be this. No, you generate, you insert the embedding from that field into that field, right? In a container. So you put the text you want to do a semantic search. You run that script with the model, which you declare here. I'm going to send you that file. You have two models here, the small and the large. I'm using the large. Okay. So here you say, using this AI account, the embedding model this, right? And then you say, you want to insert, for example, here, you want to use the issues, right? And to generate the embedding in these fields, source field, target field. Okay. Then when this done, you go there and you perform a semantic search using the same embedding model against the target field is this field. And you need to put this. That means you want the entire found set, right? You want the entire found set, right? So, yeah, the search was specific. The embedding was a container. The model was the same. The search embedding was in the global. No, you can't use global. No, you can't use global because it needs to be this file. It's not one file for all. It's one file for each issue. So if this file is a global, if this field is a global, it doesn't work. Ah, of course, if that's a global, no, this file is unique. This is unique because of this text is different than this one. You need to, is going to put this one, look, the name is different. Look, the name, embedding this, embedding this, embedding this. It's a different file. So if you put a global, it doesn't work. You can't use global. So I don't know where you use globals, but it cannot be this. The search, why you have a container on the search? The search need to be a text. This needs to be text, not container. Yeah, it can be. Yeah, that's okay. If that's okay. But I don't know why. I need to see the files. Send me the file, and tomorrow we fix it. We can do that. Then the save vector search was a global, but it cannot be a global. Don't use global. That's it. Don't. I don't know where. I don't know where you put global. Don't use global. Yeah, that means here, this, all of those fields, even this. Try like I do. Like you try this, right? This when you have a trouble, try to eliminate issues, right? So this is straightforward. No global, no global, absolutely no global anywhere. See, I have no globals here because it won't work. And I remember when I learned about that, ChatGPT was very, very, keen about, it was very clear. Don't use any global in anything.
Because I'm curious. Because I'd like to see some debugging, just because
Yeah,
I've seen
exactly.
other
Well,
people debug.
it's interesting. I can do that tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow I will do like a bigger day.
Yes. Hopefully you feel better.
Yeah, I will. That's why I'm going to bed right now. And
Okay, in that case, I'm gonna wrap us up. Thank you, Shiegel.
yeah,
Please do send us that if you can. Anyone else who's having issues, feel free to give us
yeah,
bug
it's okay.
reports.
Yeah, actually, that can be good.
Yes.
I can, and you know what? I'm going to do a demo. I'm not going to debug it. I will use ChatGPT to debug it. What about that? Right? I will use ChatGPT and say, hey, I have this problem. Solve it. Okay? Let's try. Let's have fun. Right? It's funny.
I think it'd be absolutely great. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
All right, everybody. Thank you for coming. Uh,
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye. We
See
will see you
you
tomorrow.
tomorrow. Bye.
Bye.